my little Deborah Darcy. I love a party, I wanna throw a party. So bring the Rossi, we gon' burn them all in till we both get glossy. Now she wanna stay, that's when she lost me. Say she soaking wet when the sauce me down. Never had a real nigga, you got me now. You was walking straight, but you knocked me down. If it was wrong, then I knocked him down. She's a very freaky girl, don't bring her to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number, then you get some brains in the front seat of the Hummer. Then you get some brains in the front seat of the Hummer. She's a girl, she's a girl. I ain't even know it was like that. Made it buzz fast, bought it right back. Sucked a nigga dead, bought my life back. Pussy so wet, I need a life jacket. Fuck me so good, shit was like magic. Need it real bad, I'm a slight addict. I'm addicted to you, girl, you my night habit. I be in that thing like a jackrabbit. She's a very freaky girl, don't bring her to mama. First you get a hood. Decided to do a little. I guess I've been, going through a lot in recent patient. I'm having finding found life have these problems, and I find that by getting action and not only okay, give me 1 second. I kind of figured. Is that better? Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Let me know if that's better. Alright. Okay. Let's start over. So, yeah. We're going to be talking about the full moon today. And I want to incorporate reality and everything that I kind of been going through and how I've been kind of processing these downloads and how they help us moving forward. And one of the main topics of this video is going to be the shadow. And what I want to do with this video is really explain the shadow in a way that you have an understanding of it. Therefore, this full moon isn't whooping your ass, really understanding what and where and how and why, and then really shifting your reality, because the sun is in Aquarius presently. And when you say Aquarius, I really hope that you understand what it means when energy is Aquarian. They even call this age the Aquarian age. And what that represents for humanity is stepping out of the fear and stepping into your power. It is the water barrier. It is the carrier of emotions. It isn't the water drowner. It isn't the water or like where emotions take over you. It's literally holding those emotions up and walking with them and understanding them. And so really, I want to deal with the full moon and the astrology first, and then I want to get into the card of the day. And then if there's some chat or any questions, I really would like to have a conversation. Maybe if you're going through something or really explaining this energy is very important, because for me to just get here and talk is really serving nobody any purpose. I really have a clear intention every single time I come on these lives. I have the intention to really help people and show people the way. And let me digress for a second. Before I get into the astrology, let me just talk about me for a second, and just this channel or this download. Today, I have on a Batman shirt. Uh, and the reason why I have on this Batman shirt is probably not what you think. Uh, I had a dream last night about Batman, and the dream, well, I've been really studying colonialism lately. So, like, I've really been, I don't know, I always follow spirit. I'm always led to where spirit leads me, and spirit is leading me to colonialism and understanding it, because colonialism is the system for which I feel that we are under. And if we don't fully understand that, then we are trying to acquiesce to colonialism. We are trying to be subjugated, and we are trying to be held under by colonialism if we don't understand that, you know, it's affecting us. And so the dream was, I was dreaming about the Dark Knight in the movie, but instead of them calling Batman Batman, they were calling him colonizer, and things like that, and like saying Batman is a symbol for colonialism and shit. And I was like, well, in those movies, if my memory serves me correct, it's kind of a spot on if you're talking about symbols and things of that nature. But I'm gonna digress into those movies later into the week. But beyond that, Batman, I Googled Batman and colonialism just based on the dream, and lo and behold, it is a man named John Batman, like Batman. And I was like, what? I was like, it literally moved me to tears this morning, because I've never heard of nobody named Batman as a last name, let alone a person who went to Australia and bought land from people who didn't even feel it was their land to sell. And you really got to think about our structures and our borders and our limits and how they're man-made and set before us. But when we really tap into this spirit and we really try to deal with it, there's no way that the spirit can really survive within the limits that man have created for us. So to deal with this shadow, to deal with the spirit, and to really understand this is very powerful. And how did I get to that dream? Before I went to sleep, it was two things. I guess the first thing was having a telepathic communication with my 5-month-old son, and him telling me how since the moment he's been conceived, he's been speaking to me. And I didn't, he was like, it's hella proof, because you can listen to your videos and you can tell that, I help. And I was like, he was conceived in December, and my channel up into December had about 170 subscribers. And from December to now, I've gained close to 5,000 subscribers. I mean, it's facts. So I was like, son, that's amazing. And my son, he is special, that I can't even begin to put into words how special my son is. But that was the first thing. And the second thing that Spirit told me was, everything that you ever was looking for. And then it kind of showed me my life since I could remember when I was 5 years old, growing up in Akron, Ohio. And it just whisked me, to living with my father in Boston for a period of time and whisked me back to Ohio and, growing up in gang culture and, but that whole entire time in past going to prison, getting out of prison and, kind of living that hermit lifestyle, I was always searching for something. That's why I always got into trouble, always was trying to do the most. It's because I was constantly searching for something, and Spirit told me, like, very clearly, it was all within you the whole time. What you were searching for, if you were to just trust yourself and believe in yourself, you could have popped off a long time ago. But you constantly searching outside of yourself, and so, I went to sleep on that, and then I had that dream, and then I woke up and just processed my day, did my research as normal, and that was just about me. And I just wanted to share that. I really had to get that out because it's a real process. If you can understand what I'm trying to say, hopefully that can help you, because I'm not a perfect person by a long shot. And if you look to me in any type of positive way, I owe that all to Spirit. I owe that all to personal development of the soul and studying, reading, taking notes, being serious about it. Any type of positive feelings that you have for me is due to the study and due to the evolution of trying to raise myself out of my animal nature into my human nature, or even to a God level where I'm just understanding life as it's presented to me. Sometimes I think about the ancient, and I was talking to my wife earlier about the multi-level dimension that an ancient person not too long ago had to think of. I got to get into this point before I get into the astrology, because this is all the stuff that I really be wanting to share with y'all, but I just be having to wait because I'm not about to be doing 5 YouTube videos a day until we start the network. Then we can get it popping. But right here is a dollar bill, and so many people want this, right? But do you know the root of paper currency? Do you know why paper currency exists in this country specifically? Paper currency was created specifically for farmers. It was a relationship between banks and farmers. And in order for a farmer to get his goods and things of that nature, they gave him paper. Say, for instance, they gave him $1,000 paper currency. Then he could do what he needed to do to maintain his farm. And the bank gave these notes out freely to farmers because A, he's farming, he's going to make money, he's going to pay us back, and B, if he don't, we'll just take his land and sell it to somebody else. So it was a perfect scheme for the banks. And you may not understand this. You may think that you have money and it's something good, but you're getting this paper on loan as a farmer, as a person of commerce. You literally are supposed to pay these notes back with interest. That's why they give you so freely, and even why your job may give you these notes, but they expect you to come back. Though it's not like they're giving you anything. It's pretty much a tender or a note for debts. And so all of this, it really got me to thinking where people are confused about money, where they like, where can I get money, or how can I get money? The only way that you could really get money is to really practice commerce and engage in commerce, have a healthy business, have a healthy credit line, really understand finances, because the people who set up this country, after they killed everybody, they set up a financial institution that runs this whole oily machine. And so if you're in this world, somebody may give you $20 million one day, and you're blessed. But for the rest of us, we're going to have to figure out how to make this money. And so I'm not just saying this for nothing. I'm about to get into the full moon finally. The moon is actually in Leo uh, for the full moon. It's not progressed into Virgo yet. And there will be a lot of astrologers that'll tell you that the full moon is in Virgo, but we need to be wise to look up in the sky and see exactly where the full moon is at. We need to be wise to see exactly where the sun is at and not take what Western astrologers put before us on purpose to throw us off, just so we can be just a little bit off, so we could, agree to be just a little bit off. And I'm tired of being a little bit off. You see that moon is surrounded by Leo. There's no Virgo in sight. So I would hope that you would have that outside of your mind as we discuss this astrology and we could properly build. So the moon being in Leo, when you talk about Leo, is commonly misunderstood. Because when you think about astrology, it's commonly misunderstood because astrology doesn't exist within itself. So where we could study astrology in sections, the moon means this, Venus means this, Mars means that. That means nothing until you are able to put it together and understand what it means esoterically. And so understanding Leo it has to be equipped with Aquarius. So this is a perfect full moon to discuss Leo with his partner, with his opposite, Aquarius. The main point to getting this money or, increasing your debt is having knowledge, having information. What leveled you up in life? What made you boss up? What changed you? Information. So if you got some information that made you a better person, and then you're figuring out, how am I going to make money? How am I going to survive? You're dealing with a level of shadow, and I need to explain that because you are not open enough to understand that all information is just one thing. It's not my information. Nothing that I ever put down was specifically from me, unless I'm talking about my personal life. Other than that, if I learn something that I feel is profound or I didn't hear nobody else talking about, then I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it down. What I love is that for people to listen and gain something from it and maybe do their own research and maybe send them on their own way. Because we live in the information age and, you know stuff, I know stuff, she knows stuff, he knows stuff, and we could really get some shit popping, right? We really, 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 really could. But it's too much shadow in the way. And even when we are in our personal relationships, we are not one thou wow. I got a lock on my phone. She got a lock on her phone. When she be gone, she be gone. When he be gone, he be gone. Where you was at? Oh, nowhere. And then we exist on those levels. Or you might be in an employment situation where you feel like shit. There's people here that know shit that I don't know. And instead of them telling you or you in a space where it's shared, they keep it from you. All of this consists of to either get out or get in a particular situation because there is only one mind. We should not be holding information. Anybody got questions about YouTube or life or children or whatever, if I know, I will share it because shit, it was given to me. I done took hella parenting class, college courses online. I'm trying to sign up for school now because it's shit that I don't know. And it's not that people won't tell me, it's just that I won't seek it out. So the worst thing you can ever think that you're doing, whatever you dealing with people or living life and, you know, whatever, you conscious, burning crystals and all of this shit, you know, but you keeping shit from yourself. You like hoarding shit. And either it's helping you or it's fucking your life up, you know, but either way, you just keeping it to yourself because either or. And this is not the energy of Moon and Leo. Therefore, if you dealing with any type of pressure or stress, it's because you're keeping shit to yourself. You're hoarding or you're trying to hold on to something when there is nothing to hold on to because like you're not a colonizer. You're not your ancient mind. You can argue with me, feel any type of way that you want to, did not look at shit in states. Oh, that's North Carolina over there. That's Ohio, you know, or, you know, it was just one thing. And that's hard for us to even understand because we're in this system. So this moon in particular is centered on communication and sharing. Communication and sharing is how you produce healthy relationships across the board in any walk of life. You see two people that are prosperous and are happy, are in a good zen or in a good space, is because they are communicating with each other and they are sharing with each other. I don't even, between me and my wife, I don't know where the boundaries start or end. From credit cards to phones to like, I feel like we're one entity. And I'm okay with that. I don't feel like she's lying to me or nothing. I don't feel like I'm lying to her. I just feel like it's a level of openness and transparency between us. And maybe it's not 100%, but it's pretty close. And, you know, with that, it's peace. Because dealing with this full moon, and I know a lot about this moon position because this is actually exact conjunct to my birth star or my sun. So the moon is conjunct my natal sun, exact, for this full moon, like exact. So I can really attest to this energy. And not only like I'm just on here talking shit, like I was just like, damn, you put out a lot of fucking videos and you was just like giving it up like I couldn't really put no videos out over these past few days, so I was just listening and shit, just catching up. Like, bro, you been giving it up and you wasn't even never looking back. You was just giving it. Like, you know, you putting an X on your motherfucking chest, but you don't even care. And the shit that I'm researching now, it's like, it's straight up against the grain. But if it makes me a target, right? And people look at me like, yo, you fucked up. But I'm speaking the truth. And a young man picks up this information and runs with it. He stops thinking about fucking bitches and he starts thinking about getting his life together, getting in tune with his spirit. And motherfuckers say, fuck Hood Mystic. That nigga ain't shit. Hey, I'm okay with that. Cause I ain't doing it for niggas to applaud me. I'm doing it for men like me who did not know where to go or where to look. And people now, what should I do? How should I do? Where should I go? It's a cliche. And even in the vision last night, it's like Spirit told me you might have to say go within 1,000,000 times because that 999,000 times niggas will hear you, but they won't get it. So keep saying it. Keep saying it till you can't say it no more. Go within. Keep going within. If it's not working, go within again. Just keep trying because you are your answer. And people would be like, oh, all you say is go within, because niggas don't even understand that shit. Because I'll say it and you'll click off this video and be searching outside of yourself for peace, for a feeling, for a dopamine hit. You gotta watch that love video that me and Rob put out yesterday. And that's another reason why I ain't put out no videos, because I just wanted that video to just sit there for a second. I know a lot of people ain't really rushed to it or whatever, but man, you should have. You really should have. But that even speaks to the sun in Aquarius, because where moon in Leo is you coming to grips with this my mind versus the one mind universe shit. This is universal thought. Like once you realize that there's one mind and one thought, like this section ego shit that you be trapped in, or I done fucked up, or and I'm bad, and all of that. You just tap into the divine mind. You learn to let go. But then you don't stay in that space, though. That's another thing. It's an opposition. So what is actually trying to pull you out of is evolution out of your me first attitude. It's really tapping into that baby's kids energy. We don't die, we multiply. Baby's kids energy. A Hood Mystic exclusive. You heard it here first. How open is your mind? And how closed is your mind? You know how many deep motherfuckers that I meet on the reg with just closed ass minds, not really truly open to ideas, but want to look at me like some fucking freak show? Like I'm special? I'm not. I used to fucking catch the bus to work. Fuck, I'm just so, I just take spirit seriously, and you can take your spirit seriously too, and it will manifest beautiful things for you. You just got to give it time. And then you can't stay in the space of thinking that, oh, it's just me out here, because I did have that it's just me out here attitude for a while. Up until I got with my wife and learned cooperation and communication and sharing, then we learned how, like, when we were ready for a child, our own child, then Spirit gave it to us. We was trying for a long time, quiet as kept, trying for a long time to get pregnant. And you know how that doubt be when you trying to make a baby, you in love and you want to make a baby and it's not happening. You start thinking that something is wrong with you. You absolutely fucking right. You're right. Like, something is wrong with you. You need to get that shit fixed. We was having physical problems, personal problems, real shit was going on with this. And we healed ourselves by the spirit, using our not using the Orishas, by being opened up to the mysteries of Orishas and being grateful for, the Loas to be in our lives and for them to lead us and then to heal us in real terms. We had real physical problems that me and my wife, we look back at like, damn, remember when we used to be all fucked up? We used to be consoling each other. Like, you take the left side today, you take but now it's different. And we are grateful for spirit. But beyond that, Leo ties into, it's two distinct cards from the Thoth deck to the Rider-Waite deck. In the Rider-Waite deck is called Strength, and the Thoth deck is called Lust, and the Voodoo Tarot deck is called Possession. And the overall theme that you have is a woman. In all three cards, there is a woman and there is a beast. So it's symbols in all of this. And if you peep the symbols, then you'll really understand how to really engage. So I really want to go point for point. You can't look at a tarot card and look at the symbology, whether you see a woman or an animal or a shape, and look at anything outside of yourself if you're the observer, the individual. Because if you look at it like a white woman and a lion, it's like, what do a white woman and a lion mean? So that's going to throw you off. What you're looking at is your animal nature and your humanity. And where that lion could fucking rip that woman to shreds is being subdued and being rubbed. So therefore, what is the real power? Is the power of your instinctive carnal animal nature to just tear some shit up? To, oh, y'all want me to, y'all don't want me to turn up to it. Y'all don't want me to turn up. You don't want to see my bad side. Is that what we want to see? Or you don't really want me to get into some healing? You don't really want to get into some real power? Because let's be real, anybody could fight. Anybody could beat you up. But when you really combine that animal nature and subdue it for a second, you get real insight. That's real strength. That's real possession. It's really being comfortable with yourself completely. Because when you're not comfortable with yourself, you are fucking distracted. And you think that you're a good friend, you think that you're a good mom, you think that you're a good husband, you think that you God's gift to earth, but you distracted because you're not comfortable with yourself. When you look in the mirror, you don't see love. You see something that you hate. And therefore, hiding that creates shadow. And when we discuss all of the hot spiritual shit for today, you get left behind. We get all on the bus. All of us who've balanced out our shadow. Our mom signed a permission slip. She stop at the sub shop, get our favorite sub before we go on a field trip, drop us off. We get on the bus happy as hell and look at your ass sad because you can't come with us because your shadow ain't in full order. You can't get on the bus. You can't never get nowhere in life. You stuck under colonialism because they set it up by beauty. They were very intricate. Beauty, class, money, race, all of these boxes, right? That you feel that you might have to check to feel a certain type of way. When none of that shit really matter, because we all got shit to figure out. That's another thing that Spirit told me. We so far behind. We got so much work to do that the ego ass niggas out here, the niggas right, like feeling some type of way because they manifested some debt. It's really a turn. So the deeper esoterics, I just wanted to read like the esoterics and the psychology of the strength card because it really helped me understand the Leo and the full moon and really getting this shit in order, not only in this conversation, but just the messages that I've been getting from people, like just on the slide, like, yo, my shadow been kicking my ass. You got any advice? Like, you know, real shit is happening and is really manifesting based upon you being seclusive. And all of the likes and all of the fly shit that you was doing and, you know, all of the positive attention that you was giving, it does not make up for being psychologically sound and rectifying the shadow. See, the shadow is everything that we think is bad, everything that we think society won't respect about us, everything that we trying to keep under wraps, the shit that we think that people don't know. But you know. and it manifests in your life, in your reality. And then you start talking to a psychic who sees nothing but beauty and grace. And you talking about, I can't get over my ex and I ain't got no money. And the psychic is like jealous of you, right? He's jealous. So many people can't see their own light because their shadow is in the way. And so if we want to tie back into the lion, and the lion kind of could be another symbol for being trapped in a cage, that's your shadow. By denying our shadow self, we create in effect the caged animal whose fury, aggressions, and passions seethe and grow out of control. When this shadow or lion manages to escape, the consequences can be very disturbing. So there's sickness manifesting, there is unbalance, inharmony, disease. All of these things are consequences of a caged animal. A caged animal, spirit man. I know. I know how it is to have migraine headaches every day. Paralyzing migraine headaches, just dumb shit. And you're like, what is wrong with me? You are wrong with you. The nakshatra is ruled by the deity Bahaga. And Bahaga is blind. And that blindness really speaks to your wealth and your power and your strength that you refuse to see because, once again, the shadow is there. Because literally, we all should be figuring out different ways to be in commerce with each other, but instead, social media has us pit against each other, being completely counterintuitive to the way that the world is moving. The world is moving in unison and trust and transparency and things of that nature, but yet and still we move on the level of, animals. So full moons always deal with illuminations. There ain't really much to really talk about during full moons. It's really a lot to do with what's manifesting for you. And now that you've seen what's manifested for you throughout the day and throughout the next day, you know what to get rid of and really set the intention and raise up the intensity. That's what I plan on doing. Just raising the intensity and putting the information out there, and personally getting my business together, not just for me but for my family and my family's family, and not in a sense of egoic or having a massive amount of money, but a way for them to take care of themselves in this world. The problem, you ever understood why humanity is in a way, and why people are so frustrated with lower class citizens, if you want to call it, is because the dollar is to be paid back. Poor people get money and they don't never think that this is a way for them to invest in themselves and create more commerce for themselves, pay the loan back with interest just to maybe create their own damn bank one day and loan out other people money. Uh, Information is to be shared. We need to get out of this isolation and learn to share ideas. That's why I've not created, but tried to incorporate the Slack platform and share my notes and, be open for conversation, just regular conversation. It's never about like a reading or anything like that, unless you want a reading, but I just want people to know that if I got it, you have it, and not like you ain't about to just like it's not, I don't necessarily feel like people would take advantage of that, but maybe it's a lesson that I need to learn, because another point that I wanted to talk about in the Voodoo Tarot deck, this card is called Possession. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. My fault. But anyway, I just was trying to book stunt. I ain't shit, man, for real. Um, but yeah, so in the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck, the card Possession, the divination is strength, a bursting free from the bounds of limiting belief, courage, and the sufficient energy to act effectively. Uh, so all of that, like courage, being able to go outside of yourself and say, man, maybe I can do something, and then the sufficient energy to act effectively, like really doing the damn thing and really doing something. And I yearn for the day. I yearn for the day that I can get with a group of individuals and create something bigger than ourselves individually. Like, not even yearn, like, even in my household and the companies that me and my wife have created, like, we, another thing why I haven't been really doing videos, because we've been restructuring our businesses and really going over our businesses and re-outlining them. And then it's like, when we were going over our businesses, it's like, it's a lot, but it's like literally the things that we do. So it's just like, okay, we really are in a good spot. Like, a year into a business and able to file taxes on a business, or just say grew this in a year and we can project into another year. Like, I'm excited, and I just want to do that with more people. Like, I just want to do that with more people. Like, I mean, shit. It's just like something that, if Honcho, like, if it's business and things of that nature, like, if it's every day, then it's every day. If it's not every day, then it's just like, it's not every day. So when it's like, I don't necessarily know shit if it's not every day, if it's not consistent. So it's just like, I don't never feel like things end either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like, oh, you ain't fuck with me yesterday, then it's over with either. So it's just like, just keeping them lines of communication open, and when spirit feels like this shit needs to happen, then it's gonna happen, because I'm ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's coming about, commerce or trade, or, advancing, if it's something that you need me to do or look into, I'll look into it, bro. Like, I'm about that. So don't play me on my live, bro. We better than that. But yeah, man, is there any questions though, for real? Like, is there anything, was this message not clear, or was there something that you couldn't understand about it? Are you having trouble with what I was saying? Let me know. Ray, I was looking up some pictures. Another thing that I've been doing, I'll be looking at like, I look at the negatives of pictures and stuff like that, and you can notice like people's third eyes, whether they be dark or enlightened or whatever the case may be. Like, uh, Ray, if you into anything in related to third eye, or uh, mainly, I don't know if you do chakra work or if you've been working with your root chakra and things of that nature, but yeah, that clarity that comes from that third eye and doing them third eye meditations daily. You know what I do every day? No lie, every single day. I got Tiger Balm, and I'll be like, shh, every single day, just to get that shit going, boy. That should be, it just make my day better, man. So definitely, man, get on that third eye, Ray. Indeed, man. So, I mean, Honcho, we could see what we need to get rid of. We could have a talk on conflict resolution and clear the air if we got some shit that good. If real relationships, how I feel like if you got beef, if you got drama, if you got stress, then the waning moons is where you really get your shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if I can tell you exactly how I feel, and you stand there like, all right, I feel that, then we cool. You know what I'm saying? If I say some shit like, this how I feel, and you like, fuck you, nigga, I ain't about to, and do you run off? Like, all right, that's what's supposed to happen. So I guess that's another thing in the notes that I even wrote down, like honesty. Because as this full moon illuminates, it begins to wane. And as it wanes, honesty is going to really get you through this waning process, because what needs to happen is going to happen, but it's going to happen if you honest. You lying and faking shit, you going to keep getting that same shit happening. You said sister save a nigga. Babe. I think my wife is a sister. That's some funny ass shit, man. Sister saving nigga anymore. We need more sister saving niggas, Christine. Don't give up. Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm just saying, like anything, like any obstacles or blocks to our business, bro. Like, the waning moon is that time. We both got each other number. I'm off tomorrow. I ain't gonna be doing nothing but chilling. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm not doing a thing. That's the best time to give me. But other than that, man, I'm gonna end this video. I just really wanted to have a full moon chat with y'all, get all of this shit off my heart. And I need to get shit off of my heart with y'all, bro, because it's like, if I get it off, then that clears room for more shit to come, and we can build and move forward. So y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know how I get down. I see y'all around, man. Peace. The links is in the description for my music, right? Peace.